go. Bitch, you talk too much. I move in the snow. Tell me what's the rush. You don't know me well. I belong in hell.
Hey guys, it's Saturday. As you can see, we have a tube bender now. And I was planning on bending the aluminum pipe that I bought to do the water lines for the Lexus 4G63 swap. But Alex has also, this is a Princess Auto bender, and so does Alex, but I guess he has an older generation that was actually even better. As you can see, the dies, the welds are a lot better than the welds on these ones. This looks like garbage welds. Still bends though. We were missing also the pin here, so I'm gonna have to fabricate. I have pipe that fits perfectly in that hole, and we're gonna have to find a place to mount it. Because right now, if I try to move it with this, it just spins the base. But I mean, it's gonna work. Everything looks like it works smooth. We have the 1.5 inch die, and then we have the 1 inch die. Would have been nice to have the 1 1/4, but Palmer has one, so we'll just be using this for roll cages, and this one, the 1 inch die, will be making custom control arms. Pretty much custom control arms. That's pretty much all I would really want to do with that. So I figured out what I wanted to do with the water pipes finally. So instead of running this inline thermostat housing and getting it all welded and stuff, I was thinking about it yesterday, and I have this 7-bolt 2G or Evo 123 thermostat housing that bolts on the back of the block like this. So this pipe, I really only need a 90 that goes from there all the way to the top radiator hose, and from the bottom I also need another 90 that goes down and to the front. So that should be pretty simple. So I think what we'll do is, once the transmission mount is done, we'll pull the engine out, we'll put this on, and what's really nice with this is that it has the threads already for the coolant temperature sensor for the ECU, and it also has threads right up here for your coolant temp sensor. So instead of having it in line somewhere, you're just boop right there. This points to the little surge tank thing that I have going on over there. The top one, I'll have to loop a line to go to the, so the top one up here, I'm gonna have to loop a line to go to the surge tank thing. Then I'm gonna buy a -4 fitting, and a -4 fitting for up here, since the line is gonna be not long enough for the surge tank to the rad, and just run a hose from up there all the way to the surge tank. And what's nice is that the thermostat housing also has a fitting here. So this fitting here will run a hose from there to the T on here. So that'll be sorted. And for the T on the top of the thermostat housing, I'm just gonna weld that shut. The only other thing I would need to do, and this would basically be running a stock thermostat, stock water pipes, everything's stock, except it has a swirl pot and the rad's up here, and then it's got longer hoses, so we'll have more coolant in the system. Well, not coolant, I'll be running distilled water and water weather. So we'll have the stock, everything's going to be stock watering. I just need to find the stock water pipe that goes there. It goes from here, the water pump, all the way to the thermostat housing in here. And what's really nice is I can run a stock Evo thermostat. So the coolant system is going to be super easy finally. The reason I didn't go this route in the Evo is firewall clearance. There was just not enough room in the back. But since we're not going to be running this car in any type of series or anything, when I put another 4G63 in there, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to cut a little cut out a little section of the back, and then I'll be making sure that this will fit. So now I'm gonna go through all my stuff and try and find a water hose. I think I might have one. I don't have one on the engine here. I think I might have one on that engine. This is a 4G69 block, 2.4 liter that will eventually rebuild. And that's a 7-bolt 4G63 early gen, so EVO 123, 2G, 1G. This is a 2nd gen 4G63 or EVO 4 to 9. And the EVO 9, the only difference is it has VVTi in the intake. So you have an extra sensor here in the back, and you have the adjustable variable valve timing, which I'll eventually want to get. So that's pretty cool. And what's nice is that EVO 1 to 3 parts inside the block also fit. So this block actually has oversized pistons and stuff. So if I want to go oversized pistons on this, I can do that. So the way the block works on this one is that it actually has the exact same stroke and everything as a 4G63. So the crank and rods out of this one will fit in that one. I would just need to get pistons for this one, because this one is, I think it's an 86 millimeter bore, and these ones are 85 if I'm not mistaken. Might be a little bit bigger, I'm not sure on this one. And then you get a 4G63 oil pump cover, 4G63 water pump. It has the same holes in the back. It also has the same holes for the mounting plates for the engine mounts. Exhibit A. Exhibit B underneath the turbo. So basically you run the whole timing system and plates, and you put that head on this engine. So 2.4 liter block, that's in the future. Definitely have to get the whole block sandblasted and cleaned, and oh, look at him, crusty, so crusty. So I found my water pipes, and there's like a little problem, but not really. So this is the stock EVO 5 one. Fits perfect with the water pump because it's straight, bolts up. The only problem is towards the end, this fitting goes that way instead of going up this way. So what I think I'll have to do is chop this right here, use this section, chop that one. So I'll use this section out of this one and then that section out of that one, and then either weld it or probably put a silicone coupler. I don't know yet, I'm not there yet. All I know is my theory is gonna work. I think, I don't know if I took the water pump out of this one. And the reason why it has like a kink is because if you see the power steering bracket, the power steering's right here, right? So the power steering bracket is all this, so the pump might be a bit longer and the water pipe kinks up to bypass that. And it's the same bolt pattern for the water pumps. So I don't know if I swap the water pumps from the other one, I can just use this one without cutting it. I'm not sure. I'd have to like take off the timing belt cover here and just like check it out for a second. Because what's a water pump in a huge ass build, right? All right, the engine is back out now. I did the transmission mount, which is being painted by Gab right over there. I figured out what to do with the water pipes. So we're using EVO 123 or DSM 7-bolt 2G. There, I cut it in half, and this section is EVO 4 to 9. There's a little gap to fill here, but this is steel, so it's going to weld very good. So that's going to be done, and the EVO 123 and 7-bolt 2G thermostat housing fits bolt-on an EVO block. So right now it's got a couple of other misc fittings on here, but basically this hose is going to go to this little hose right here. So I'll have a little hose that goes from there to here, so pass coolant from there to there. This will be radiator hose to the surge tank, and then probably this one here is going to be surge tank to there, and we'll cut and weld, we'll remove this big pipe here, and then this one here will go to this. Then we'll have probably a 90 going down, then a 45 to go to the upper radiator hose, and then like another 90 or 45 to go to the lower radiator hose. Sweet! Then we got Joe here. We're prepping Fred's Miata for tomorrow. And Fred's inside the truck right now. And everybody's hungry, so we're going to Meg Dick's. Ain't that right, Gab?
Saw, dude.
Saw, dude. Let's see if Fred's gonna do it.
Are you coming?
Saw, dude. Alright, boys, so we came back from McDonald's. I fixed the 4G6. I finished the 4G63 water pipe thing. Just gotta go bend those aluminum pipes tomorrow for the front. And we got Joe's engine out. Got it out right here. And then we pushed it all the way down to Joe's enclosed trailer. Was that fun?
The drive?
Yeah.
Sketchy as fuck, I'll be honest. I didn't know if I was making it in the trailer or... I wasn't sure if we were making it within the trailer or within the trailer.
Oh. 240 life, man. 240 life. Saw it.
Almost 40 in the front. Could have made.
That's a nice fucking... Well, we're ready to go. So we're back from Palmer's. We bent up the aluminum tube. Came out actually pretty decent. I did have to massage the firewall a bit to get it to fit, and I also need to massage another section to get one of the upper radiator hose to fit properly. The lower radiator hose, we left like a extra length, so what I'll do is I'll cut it so it'll be higher, and then it'll be more straight, because right now, there, I'll show you. So the upper radiator hose, right now, I don't know if you can see in the back, I massaged the firewall a bit. So the upper radiator hose is touching the frame here. So I gotta make this all flat, and with that, I'll be able to kink the pipe more like this, and it'll almost be like a straight shot right here. For the lower radiator hose, we left a little bit extra. We left a little bit of extra section there. So if I chop this, this is going to be more straight instead of pointing upwards. And then we'll just have to have a hose that goes whoop, boom, right there. So that'll be the hoses. Once it's all done and out of the engine, I'll show you guys. But she's moving along very nicely. And yesterday I finished running all the wires for the AEM EMS4. I even made a bracket to hold it. Ran all my wiring for my AEM wideband gauge, the coolant temp gauge. I have an oil pressure gauge, but I have to order a special fitting, a fitting T. So right now, Fred's packing up, and we're getting ready for St. Eustache. So I'll see you guys there. Recording? Towards the wall?
Yeah.
Like this? Let go of the gas?
That's what I was doing, but what I mean is my fucking
oh,
front
you
end.
clutch kicked 3 times. This third gear, towards the wall. Like this, let go of the gas, and then let
I think
go
I'm
of the
also
steering
just gonna
wheel.
leave it in second. I don't think I'm gonna need it in
Okay,
third right
well,
now.
do it in second, but like take it easy.
That's what I'll do. That's what I'm saying, is I'll just keep it slow speed for right now. Because I'm having trouble spinning in third right now in that corner.
And just do a faint drift, like,
Yeah.
and let go of the gas as you're going like this, let go of the gas.
He has a fucking handbrake.
Yeah, just think about it. The only way you're gonna get a good initiation.
That wasn't so bad. That was not so bad. So that wasn't too bad?
No, it was good.
The stretch, and then I'm not getting far enough on the bank. The last time I didn't do that. Yeah, the last one was really far though. Yeah, it kept going.
Yeah. Good. Sup, bitches?